Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you our 2019 Halloween home tour. If you guys are new here, I hope you will take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. So Halloween has always been my absolute favorite holiday. The only expectation is to have some fun, carve a few pumpkins, run through some leaves, and eat too much candy, which is something I can totally get behind. We have a bit of a witch's theme on our front porch this year to greet our trick-or-treaters. Hanging on the door is this wooden skeleton. We call her Henrietta. She was made for me about 20 years ago by a very dear friend, and I have used her every year since. Henrietta is all dressed up with some Halloween beads that I found at the Dollar Tree and a fancy witch's hat decorated with some ribbon from Michael's. All around the front porch we have some of those floating witches hats that I found on Amazon, and I'll leave a link to them on down below. I have our two urns there full of some fall leaves and pumpkins that I found at Michael's. The buffalo check rug there I also found on Amazon, and the trick-or-treat sign I found last year at the at-home store. So this year I have most of my Halloween decorations in the front of the house, throughout the hallway, living room, and dining room. The first thing that you see when you come through the door is our stairs, which is all lined with lanterns and pumpkins. We're going to start our tour in the living room, which is here to the right. Standing here in the living room, you can get a little sneak peek of all the front hall decorations and my favorite buffalo check chairs, all dressed up for the season. On the coffee table, I have added a few Halloween pieces to what I had out already for fall. The little wooden pumpkin man sitting on the edge of the typewriter I have had for years, and the October 31st sign I found at the Target dollar spot a couple years ago. Behind on the sofa, I have added the Welcome My Little Pretties witch pillow, which I just love, and I found this at Michael's probably 4 or 5 years ago now, but I have it out every year. The felt pumpkin and throw have been out all season, and I found these this year at Home Goods. In my last video, we made a bunch of these paper bats that I have here on my cathedral arches in the living room. Down below on the buffalo check chairs are some Halloween-inspired pillowcases that I found on Amazon. You know, I really love using these seasonal pillowcases throughout my home. Not only are they way less expensive, but it is so much easier to store a pillowcase than it is a whole pillow. So I will try to put a link down below to where I found these on Amazon. The basket of pumpkins under my grandma's sewing machine were all found this year at the Target dollar spot, along with that cute little October 31st sign. Up top, I added one of my vintage metal pumpkin friends that I found over the years in Ocean City, Maryland. Heading now into the dining room, we have really stuck to that black, white, and orange theme. I found the felt jack-o'-lantern pumpkin and seat cushion on the black Windsor chair this year at Home Goods, and the white and black pillow is from Decocrated. The centerpiece on the dining room table we put together in my video last week. The table runner is from Hobby Lobby, and I painted some Dollar Tree pumpkins orange earlier in the season. The witch's boots and skull snow globe are from Michaels, and the Rae Dunn canister and felt pumpkin are from Home Goods. I added just a few of our paper bats to my antique door, hung on the opposite wall, and the pumpkin garland on the corner cabinet is from the Target Dollar Spot. Back in our front hall, we have my favorite thing that I was able to do this year, and that was to line our steps with a bunch of pumpkins and lanterns. The lanterns I have been collecting over the last couple years from Target. They seem to have, a variation of them almost every year. Inside is a battery-operated candle that looks really cute at night when it is all lit up. Now the pumpkins I have collected over the last couple years as well. I've gotten them from Target Dollar Spot, Home Goods, and Pier 1. At the foot of the banister, I have one of those Amazon witches hats that is all decorated with big bows from ribbon that I found at Michaels, and the bandana garland that runs the full length of the stairs was made in our video last week. Over on my chalk painted cabinet are some of my most favorite Halloween pieces that I have. I have really loved all of the felt decorations that I have been able to find over the last couple years. They really seem to hold their color well and stay bright year after year. The felt ball garland there I found at Michael's last year, along with the beautiful flowered black, white, and orange wreath. The witch's boots hung underneath all of that is probably my most favorite Halloween decoration that I have. I found these probably close to 10 years ago on eBay, and I just love them. Over on my skirted hall table, I have my two-tiered tray that I've had out all of the fall season. I've just added a few tiny witches hats to my Rae Dunn mugs and a large ceramic jack-o'-lantern down below. Behind this on the table, I have a large Halloween Witches Go Riding sign that I found at Michael's, and above it all are more of those paper bats that we made last week. In a basket by the door on my preschool chair, I have filled with a bunch of fall favorites, a white wooden pumpkin that I found this year at the Target Dollar Spot. The fall letter sign is from Deco Crated. The felt jack-o'-lantern pumpkin is from Home Goods, and the black and white garland I found this year also at the Target Dollar Spot. And of course, among all of those faux pumpkins, you gotta have a real one. And this is our pumpkin that we picked out at our local pumpkin patch and is waiting patiently to be carved the night before Halloween. On my table in the kitchen, nothing much has changed since my fall tour, and I will put a link to that up above. I have my table set with those leaf placemats that I got from Pier 1 and the wooden chargers from Michaels and my Rae Dunn dishes. In my tiered tray, I have another piece of that felt garland from Michaels, a few pumpkins, some Rae Dunn mugs, and some Halloween signs. We are actually trying to fit in painting of our kitchen and family room before we decorate for Christmas, so hopefully the next time you see these spaces, they will be a little bit different. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you all have the best possible Halloween ever. I'm going to be linking my Halloween Frankenstein cake video that I made a couple years back. If you are looking for something really simple and fun to do with your kids this season, check out that video. I will have it linked below and above. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, and I will see you again soon. Bye!